Hi there, I am going to show you how to cut a subject off a backdrop and place into a new photo. So what you want to do is you want to pull up your photo in Photoshop, and just for reference I'm using Photoshop Creative Cloud, which is the online version of Photoshop. And what I do is I go over here to the Magic Wand tool, or the Quick Selection tool, and I select Quick Selection, and up here you're going to have some options, and this is my favorite feature in Photoshop Creative Cloud. You want to click Select Subject and just watch what happens. This is just fabulous. No more highlighting anybody, nobody is missing any fingers, and look at this. It is taken the subject right from the page. It missed his jacket right here, so I'm just going to go over here, I'm going to click the Add button, and I'm just going to give it a little click. And there it goes. We've got all his fingers, we've got his hair, we've got his fingers. You just want to check those little areas to make sure you've got everything. You got it. So then we go over to Edit, and we go to Copy. And then we're going to go to a new window. Oh, I apologize. I thought I had it open. I'm going to title it. I'm going to find my window, here it is, and then I'm going to do F for full screen on that window. I'm going to rotate it, image canvas rotation, I'm going to do clockwise, and then I'm going to do paste, and he's a little bit big, so I'm going to hit Apple T, which brings him onto the paper, and I've got him on the paper, and he looks pretty good. Now at this point you can either leave him like that, or you can add a little bit of a drop shadow. So you come down here on your palette, you click the effects button, which is the little FX button, and you do drop shadow. It's going to pop up with this window, and you can just sort of play with the settings until you're happy. So if you add a lot of shadow, he looks a little creepy. I'm going to dial that back a little bit. You just want it to look realistic, like he's actually not just floating in air. If you want him floating in air, you can absolutely have him floating in air. You can move the distance of the shadow so he looks like he's further away, whatever you need. So I'm going to put it a little bit closer, and then you can blur it out a little bit so it doesn't look so cut and paste. That looks pretty good to me. You can also spread it out a little bit. All these settings do something different, and it's totally up to you what you want to do for the look you're going for. I'm okay with this, so I hit OK. Now at this point you can use your photo like this, or if you decide like, oh, the white background is just not working, you can come over to the backdrop. You want to unlock the backdrop. You want to go over here and grab your paint bucket. You want to come here and grab your colors. I actually had played with this before I recorded. I decided to do a little picker from his tie and just paint it in. And once you do that, you might realize like, oh, that's just too harsh. I'm going to go back in, I'm going to change it, make it a little lighter. And then if you decide altogether you think orange looks terrible, come over here, painting green, whatever you want to do. It's actually really not hard to place somebody on a background. I hope this helps somebody. I am going to finish this up and put this on my website. And you are good to go. I hope this was helpful.